So Tim Fahndrich with Whirlocal is one of our partners, and the back office, our website, all the different bells and whistles. And so he'll hopefully give us a little introduction of that. And I'm going to actually move over to his website here and allow him to introduce himself and show what he's got to go. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, James. So good to be here today, and appreciate the invitation from James and Mike to opportunity to share a little bit more about what we're doing with Whirlocal and how we're pushing solutions or providing solutions for local businesses. I'm the co-founder along with my wife of almost 29 years, so we've been very blessed in that and excited to have that anniversary coming up. But we also have 2 kids and two adult kids. They're not kids anymore, but 24 and 21, and both live in Salem. So to give you a little quick background, we started as a digital marketing agency in 2007 and had no idea what we were doing, quite frankly. And just fast forward, we created a product in 2010 that started helping local businesses get reviews, and we called it Whirlocal. And my wife actually came up with the name, and I give her credit all the time. She's like, so it's a play on we are, so we're local, and now we say we're local and proud of it. But also WHIR is a synonym for buzz. And so we wanted to create buzz for local businesses by helping them get more reviews. So there you go. There you have the origin story. We were sitting, I could still picture it actually sitting in our living room, and we were talking about what to name this new product. So fast forward to 2021, and we have continued to develop this product. It now and it's now the focus of our business. We are pushing the digital agency side of our business to the back burner, so to speak, and focusing on Whirlocal as a marketing services provider.
Talk about your name, Third River.
Yes, so Third River though, so Third River is our parent company, and when we were, so back in 2007, probably 2006 actually, we were in an adult Sunday school class at our church studying a book called Wealth, Money, and Riches by Craig Hill, and I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on the co-author, but in the book, and there's actually a separate book, but in that book, there's a chapter on a modern day parable that Craig calls Living on the Third River. And the parable is about 3 farmers that each live on a river, and all 3 rivers are fed by the same reservoir up in the mountains, and the reservoir is controlled by a kindly old gentleman who decides how much water goes through or downstream on each river. First farmer on the first river, through his life experiences, never feels like there's enough water, and so he gets this brilliant idea to dam up the river, thinking that he's just going to have so much more water to meet his needs. Well, that backfires, and it just ends up going stagnant, doesn't get enough water, and he just has a lack of water. Second farmer on the second river, usually, through his life experiences, usually knows that there's plenty of water for his needs, and he's constantly getting more water. He builds a swimming pool, he builds a water fountain, all this kind of stuff. So he's gathering more and more for his own needs, but he just kind of lets the rest flow downstream. Third farmer on the third river knows there's enough water for everybody, and is motivated to help build channels of blessing to his inland neighbors who don't live on the river, and actively does that. So that story, and there's always plenty, that story inspired us as we were going to start our company, to start our company and name it Third River Marketing. to remind us, and it's not easy, but to remind us to live on the third river. And our vision is to build channels of blessing to local businesses. And, you mentioned, I think, helping businesses grow. I mean, that it's to build channels of blessing so that we can, we can help our businesses grow and succeed and have more to pour into their community and kingdom building and so forth. And then we in turn can do the same. So, I mean, again, not always easy, easier said than done, but that's the story behind Third River. So, but worth it, yes. And so fast forward again to kind of Whirlocal, I wanted to talk a little bit about what is Whirlocal, and then kind of give a synopsis of the Total Town Takeover, which is a program we've designed. But Whirlocal today, again, started as a way to help local businesses get reviews, and we work with solopreneurs, but more likely we work with somebody, a company that has between 5 and 100 employees. That's kind of our primary target. We have companies with more than that. We have companies with less. But people that are growing, and they want to be market leaders. They aspire to do more, in their marketplace. So today, Whirlocal is what we call a digital neighborhood magazine. We've coined that phrase, and it's really designed to help local consumers discover great local businesses and content, or local places and content, and on the backside to help local businesses thrive. And so part of what we've done for, see if I can figure out your computer, James. Part of what we've done, as part of Marketplace Catalyst is, everybody gets a free ad and neighborhood business profile, and then membership in what we call the hub, the Marketplace hub for Marketplace Catalyst. So I'll talk about that in a bit, but here's how it works essentially in 3 simple steps. So like any magazine, we publish a regular stream of interesting articles and content that readers enjoy, and they can enjoy, read and enjoy. And then we advertise, again, just like any magazine, we advertise local places, local businesses, to help consumers discover you and to support you in a buy local. I mean, how many people have shifted in the last year, your buying habits to more, buying local, right? So just local places and supporting that. And then we provide this proven, and this is what's developed over the years, a marketing and a marketing framework, a system it covers 5 areas: your presence, your reputation, content, social media, and sales and marketing automation. And so we put that together, and you can kind of think of your neighborhood ad as an iceberg. The neighborhood ad and business profile is kind of the top of the iceberg, and what's visible, different things. And then the marketing system is what is the bottom part and vastly larger part that supports your operations, your marketing, your sales, your automation, and everything from there. So I put together a list of, not a comprehensive list by any stretch of the imagination, but I'd love to get some feedback here, of tools and systems that you could potentially replace with the Whirlocal platform. And so I'm just kind of curious, like, how many of, if you look through this list, how many of you used to advertise in the Yelp pages? Anybody? Anybody on Yelp? Just maybe a show of hands, or heard of Podium or Bird Eye? Reputation management platforms. How about MailChimp? MailChimp, Constant Contact, Aweber, Active Campaign, right? Some of those ringing a bell. How about HubSpot? HubSpot, SharpSpring. Anybody know SharpSpring? Thrive or Haibu. Thrive is, and those are both Yellow Page companies that have transitioned to digital. Salesforce, I know you guys are familiar with Salesforce. How about things like Calendly, or you can book.me or schedule once. Again, I mean, those are scheduling tools. How about landing page builders like ClickFunnels, lead pages, anything like that? Sales like Pipedrive, which is like opportunity management, sales management. Website builders, Wix, Weebly, WordPress, Squarespace. Those are all things that we could replace. SurveyMonkey, JotForms, Gravity Forms, Kajabi, Teachable, CallRail, ClickSend, and so much more. That's what our system, in terms of the marketing system that I'm talking about under the iceberg. So in addition to the magazine and the content, in addition to your ad, we've got all this marketing systems that we've put together.
Thousands of dollars of services versus not.
Yes. So everything you need to market your local business, one place, one team. Just one of these tools, I won't mention which one, but just one of them, their main package is $800 a month. And they have you pay it, they make you pay it upfront for the year. Their next package up is $3,200 a month. And they make you pay, it's like $38,000 a year. And then you have to pay up front. So, but we're all about understanding local. This is our office in Salem. And, we like to say we're local and proud of it. We're not some billion-dollar bully. We're not a venture-funded unicorn. We're not a big corporate type. You know the type, right? They have got a valuation through the roof. And they've never run a local business. So we're local and proud of it. We're not big tech, and we're proud of that. We've built this. This is my office right there, and our team. But we built it right here in Salem, and we support it. So let me show you what an example neighborhood looks like, or one of our neighborhoods, just to reinforce kind of what the front end of it looks like. So this is our Salem neighborhood. And as you can see, the idea is to discover local places and content. We've got advertisers here. I keep going the wrong way. And we've got content. So one of the this goes back to our base, or our starting point, is reviews. How many of you, I'm just curious, have made a buying decision based on a review or set of reviews that you've read? Right? All things considered being equal, if you're considering two businesses, one of them has 2 or 3 star reviews and one of them has 5-star reviews, which one would you choose? No brainer. We make that decision constantly, and we've done it for everything from restaurants to vacations to rental cars to local businesses, and on and on and on. So content in the form of reviews is one of the first things that we showcase. And you can see, we've got a couple restaurant reviews, a couple accounting reviews. So, and then we publish this content. So this is an example of an article that we write, that we've written. So elimination diets, an introduction to finding food sensitivities. We're becoming a publishing machine and publishing lots and lots of articles that both we write, and then this particular one is an article we wrote for our customer. So for one of our customers, et cetera. So content is king, as they like to say, and it's all interactive with our platform. So again, like any magazine, we publish content and we have advertisers. The cool thing is, like when you hover over an article, it's very interactive, and you can see, what their reputation is, and link to their profile. And then we advertise local businesses. So this is our Salem neighborhood. We've got over 1,000 businesses that we're advertising for, and that's how that works. Any questions quickly at that point? All right. So again, as a marketplace catalyst, you get a free ad and business profile. With that, it's very interactive. It's like what I was showing earlier. You show up in your in your category. And then we do have featured neighborhood sponsor ads that show up in a lot of places throughout the magazine. And then again, the reviews. So you can generate more 5-star reviews on autopilot to close more business. We all raised our hands saying we make buying decisions based on reviews. And so we help you generate those reviews. And we also have complete publishing tools. So if you want to write a blog, you can do it on Whirlocal. And this is free for everybody to use. If you want to post special offers, if you want to write projects, we just posted or just added a quick post feature that looks like this. So it's anybody post on social media, it's going to be similar. What's on your mind? I can click in here and opens up the opportunity to just share a quick thought, share a video, share a picture, and post that in the neighborhood. And with a little magic behind the scenes, we can show you how to connect that to your social media channels and publish to all your social media channels at once. So not only are you publishing in the neighborhood, but you're also publishing to your social media channels right from here. How does Whirlocal get found? We're not Yelp. We're not a billion, we don't have $1 billion to do the advertising or something like Angie's List or something like that. So we do rely more on organic methods for sure, but here's what's happening. So we do get found a lot in search engine results. And last I looked, I don't remember the exact number, but we're between 750 and 1 million search impressions. 750,000 and 1 million search impressions, meaning when somebody does a search for something in Google, whether that's for a brand name or a service or a product or whatever, and we show up, it's nearing 1 million times per month in that search, meaning that one of our website pages shows up in that search. And most people don't go to the second page of Google, so you can get an idea of how many searches we're getting on the first page.
Wow.
So there's a quick joke that says you know where the best place to bury a dead body? Second page. Exactly. Well, I mean, I think so. A couple of questions about, good reviews, bad, gravitating to the bad, so consumers tend to look at the top end of the reviews and they look at the bad. Yes. They kind of look at both extremes. We believe a couple things. One is it's really important to be proactive and make it drop dead simple to ask for and receive reviews. So that's the system that we've built, is to make it very proactive to do, or very simple to do that and to be proactive. And B is that all feedback can be constructive feedback, except for you're always going to have that person you're never going to please, right? They have the axe to grind. They have, you may never be able to please that particular person, but they can get buried. The more you, and people will like, well, wait a minute, I've got 25 5-star reviews and 2 people are saying this is an awful place. Yeah. So being proactive.
You manage reputations by getting more people to love you to talk about it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And reputation is really more than reviews. It's all about social proof. So what content are you putting out there? Hence our focus on content. How do you recommend businesses? Do you have recommendations from local businesses? Oh, there's Marketplace Catalyst. Look at that. Wow, that was perfect.
Got 5 stars. I go to 5 stars.
Great.
So, so how do you recommend it? What content are you putting out? What do your reviews look like? That's all social proof. What is social proof? It's a phrase that was coined by Arthur Cialdini in his book Influence back in the 80s, I think it was. But it's the more social proof, the more influence you can generate. People look at what's going on, what people are saying about a company, and that dictates how they act toward that company, and it dictates human behavior. It's all about psychology and so forth.
So Tim, as you're talking about this, I'm thinking about how you're able to find when other people are directing traffic your way. that's like backlinks? Is that part of the success of directing people your way? And then is that tied in specifically to SEO, the search engine optimization, or are those two separate things?
No, it is tied directly. So part of what, if I jump back to your business profile right here. So the idea with your ad, and again, everybody gets a free one, and then they can upgrade, of course, but is to boost your online presence. It acts as what's called a citation, which is a good thing, not a traffic ticket. But in internet and internet speak and SEO speak, a citation is when you list your business information, your name, your address, your phone number, all that kind of good stuff. And so our profiles act as a positive citation for your business. And then it provides ways to provide backlinks because it's linking to your website, and linking to your social media channels. So yes, it's all related to everything in your business profile is a good thing, in other words, for local SEO. So there's some different schools of thought on that. We don't actually recommend direct incentivizing of reviews, because places like Google and Facebook and others really, like, it's against their terms of service to incentivize a review. But what we do, so you can do it in different ways. You just wouldn't want to say, get 10% off for a positive 5-star review. Right. You want to work it a little bit different. But yes, we do provide some ways to do that, kind of just without directly incentivizing a 5-star review. So, yeah. Does that make sense? So these are all different parts of how the system works, along with social media sharing tools. How many of you have ever sat down to Facebook to write something for your business, or Twitter or whatever, and just blank? Like, I don't know what to write. Anybody ever experienced that? All the time, right? So with our neighborhood concept is we give you all this great content that you can come through and say, oh, well, this is, who's your audience? You have to kind of figure that out. But would this article be helpful for your audience? Well, best practices to protect your skin from sun damage. That could be helpful for a lot of people. So we make it easy to share the article. And what we do is contextual advertising in here as well. So we showcase contextual sponsors. We showcase their ads on the right-hand side, and then you can easily share this content on your social media channels. All right, so let me shift gears. Well, so just jumping down, then we have a lot of sales and marketing automation systems. If you're right now, everybody's talking about it's hard to find people to do things. And so marketing automation and systems automation is like having an assistant without having to pay their salary or benefits or buy a desk. And that's what marketing automation does. We've got things like web chat. So like I've got it right here. You can drop a little web chat. Why is that important? Because 89% of consumers prefer to start a conversation via text versus picking up the phone or calling. That's just the nature of the business right now. So we have website chat that then turns into an opportunity to manage conversations. And if we can bring it, we can bring everything from web chat to your Facebook Messenger to Google My Business all into one conversations inbox. So you don't have to go to multiple platforms to manage those conversations. You can get paid through our system by sending a text, asking for money. It's a quick way to get paid. It works through Stripe. You can book appointments. So I book appointments all the time. This is where something like Calendly or you can book me or whatever, where it ties into a Google Calendar and instead of going back, hey, what do you have available? We can help, book appointments with ease online, capture leads, manage. We have a full CRM, and then, nurture your contacts with email marketing tools, templates, and even build websites. The Marketplace Catalyst website, new one, is now on our Whirlocal Lead Connector platform. And so that's where you can build entire websites, funnels, etc. So lots of different things that you can do. Let's talk a little bit about advertising, again, if you think about traditional advertising in a magazine, I mean, I pulled these prices from some local magazines, and you can see it can cost a lot of money down to a couple $100 a month. And the reality is, some of their distribution is great, some of it is inflated. One local magazine that I'm aware of, or a magazine that I'm aware of, we get 3 copies delivered in our mailbox. But guess what? They count that as part of their distribution. So just understand that, well, we print this many magazines. Well, that's to the same 2 people in our house. So, but the idea of our digital neighborhood magazine and proven marketing system is it can do a lot more. So, how much would you expect to pay? Again, just one of those tools I mentioned up above is at least $800 a month, moving to $3,200 a month very quickly. We've got our basic free, which everybody, Marketplace Catalyst, can enjoy all those different things. Then we have a $97, $297, and our new scale package is $497 a month. So obviously it plans to meet any budget and goals. It's everything you need to market your local business. One team, one place. So now let me shift gears to the Total Town Takeover. We decided, so going back to kind of this, I'm having trouble, there we go. So we've got, the digital magazines. Let me scroll down to the very bottom to give you an idea where we are, where we've started neighborhood magazines in Oregon. We're really well established in Salem. We've got Kaiser up and running pretty well. We've got Albany up and running pretty well. Now we're expanding out from there. And the opportunity with the Total Town Takeover is to be what we call the local, or the guide, the neighborhood guide for your neighborhood. It's a great opportunity for somebody to come in and position yourself as a champion for local businesses, engage the community to buy and support local. We all love local businesses, right? We've rallied around local businesses, so this is an opportunity to do that. And then to build relationships and generate more referrals through this process. So if anybody's ever felt trapped by big tech, Google, Facebook, Yelp, they're tired of dealing with big tech, or maybe just tired of paying for ads that don't do anything, maybe just frustrated in general with marketing, and they want more of a local solution, maybe just a way to grow business with evergreen marketing. We believe that people deserve a solution that helps generate more referrals right in your backyard as the neighborhood guide. And so the idea, again, help consumers discover great local places and content so they can buy local without relying on big tech, help businesses stand out from the competition, and really build an opportunity to start building relationships and starting a conversation with local businesses who have employees. So whether you're B2B or B2C, it's an opportunity to offer them something of value in the neighborhood with a free ad and business profile. And then you can, without having to cold call them and say, I want to sell you insurance, or I want to sell, whatever, you can offer something of value right out of the gate. And so that's the basic synopsis. It's our Total Town Takeover neighborhood guide program. And we have the ability to go in and create free ads and business profiles for local businesses in your neighborhood. So how does that work? So I wanted to do a quick demo. Maybe if I can, okay, close this out. So let's say.
I wanted to find a Thai restaurant in my neighborhood.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. So if you wanted to add an ad for, let's say Thai, Thai, okay, I'm not used to this screen. All right, so let's say Tigered Thai restaurant.
Could I limit it within a mile from where I'm at right here?
So this is your radius. So I don't remember exactly what a mile radius would be in, this is in meters, but let's say, 5,000 meters.
Okay.
and I get results. Let's see what happens. Live demo, so no guarantees. Thai Delicious Restaurant has 4.5 reviews, or 4.5 out of 5. They're in Portland. Here's Tong Thai Restaurant right here in Tigard. And I can create that listing. And so, whoops, I forgot to do a setting. Easy fix. So I want to do I'm going to do eat and drink. And I am going to do restaurants. And I'm going to choose Oregon. Tigard. And restaurants often refer to their customers as guests or customers, so I just put that in. So I'm going to create now this listing, and let's say so just like that, I've created a free ad and neighborhood business profile for Tong Thai Restaurant on Whirlocal, and as a neighborhood guide, I now have a reason to talk to them. I have something to talk to them about. I can create this profile, this free ad and business profile for Tong Thai Restaurant, and then I can now I have a reason to talk to them. And because I want to help them claim their profile so they can access all the tools as part of the system. And through that process, so this little claim profile button right here, takes a user name and email to claim that profile, really easy to do. And basically it allows, and then when you claim it as the neighborhood guide, your company shows up right down here in that connection. So then you are building relationships.
You brought them into the digital magazine.
Yep.
You get credit for it.
You get credit for it.
Your ad showing up on their profile.
Correct. So you're getting credit for it. You're building a relationship. You're whether you sell to restaurants in this case, or maybe you sell to something that could be part of what their employees buy, B2C or B2B, you have the opportunity to be the neighborhood guide. So that's just a really simple example of one method of building relationships that then turn into referrals. We give you exclusive. It's a neighborhood guide is exclusive. There's only one. So you end up kind of being the king or queen of your category. Doesn't lock out other businesses, as Mike and I have talked about, in your category, because I refer to other marketers in Salem and Kaiser all the time. Project isn't the right fit, et cetera. But so you get that. You also get exclusive publishing tools to highlight. Let's say you wanted to do an interview with Tong Thai Restaurant. So we give you special publishing tools to publish interviews, like we call them spotlights, and then also just what we call local buzz. So it might be, if you want to write a little buzz article, back to our roots, creating buzz for local businesses, you could write a little article, and we have a very specific format for it, to write. Let's say you wanted to feature 3 great places to get Thai food in Tigard. Boom. Here's your Tong Thai, here's 2 other restaurants, and you write a little article and create some buzz for local businesses. Share that on social media, share it with them, tag them. It's all creating this organic, because people love that. It's called, consumers love that kind of content. Oh, well, I'm looking for Thai. Well, guess what? That kind of content can also show up in the search engines.
I can go on your website tonight and find these neighborhood guides, right?
So we have a neighborhood guide in Salem, we have a neighborhood guide in Kaiser and Albany, and that we're just kind of rolling out the program to expand it. So we're looking in all these other neighborhoods now for, the opportunity is, we've got an opportunity for in these other neighborhoods.
So Tim, when you say exclusive capability, are you saying exclusive when you say you have guides in Salem and Kaiser?
Yep.
Does that mean that nobody else would be able to put a guide of any type in Salem or Kaiser? Or are you limiting that, say, by industry?
So we did change that up slightly. So now the guide is exclusive. There will only be one guide in a neighborhood. And we act as the guide in Salem, just Third River, my wife and I. It's our backyard, right? So that is exclusive. There's only one guide, but there can be other, featured sponsors and so forth in an industry. So All right. Stop the insanity of trying to do this all yourself. This is a big project. I can tell you we've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars conservatively into building this platform. Because of all the systems we've built into it. You could hire somebody to build a local website. You'd probably pay $20,000 to $30,000, and it wouldn't do a fraction of what we can do. So this is a fully hosted platform. If you are looking for an opportunity to build relationships, to build referrals, works great for a number of industries. If you love your community, champion for local businesses, love building relationships, this is all things that work well for you. Here's how it's priced. It's priced the same as our scale product and includes our scale product. So it's $497 a month or $49.70 for the year. Includes our Whirlocal scale products. So it's the same pricing. Basically, we've built everything in there. And with the scale package, if you pay for the year, we build a website for you as well. And we waive the setup fee for a full website for your company.
For the consumer, it's free.
For the consumer, it's free. Absolutely.
It's a
great
benefit for the consumer.
Correct. And it's something local. Again, it's not, so, in Salem, our local newspaper is owned by a national company, which is the way media is done in many, many cities around the country. This gives an opportunity to have a local digital neighborhood magazine that you can put your brand on it as a neighborhood guide. So, all right. Any follow-up questions? I know I'm way over time. I apologize. So again, every marketplace, everybody can come in, they get a free neighborhood ad, they can publish content, offers, blog posts, quick posts, projects. They can get 5-star reviews on autopilot with Whirlocal reviews. They can get recommendations. There's a referral tab, there's social sharing tools. There's an affiliate program. So if somebody comes in at the basic free and then upgrades to 97 or 297, there's a referral commission that we pay out, 20%. So ongoing. All right, James, Mike, any questions?
How about your support, ongoing support for these folks?
Yeah. Well, let me put it back to you. We try to support our team. We've had a few hiccups in supporting you and doing different things, but I think we try to be very available, local. We're not offshore. You're not getting a call center in India or Philippines or Mexico. No offense to any people in there. It's just that, our team is local right here in Salem. All righty.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Great presentation. Appreciate your partnership.
Awesome.
Very good. So if you haven't seen recently the website that we built that's inside the we're local. Exactly. We're local platform. So what is it? This is our website. I built it in Weebly, but then I moved it into his platform so that all the aspects of that, the little chat button that he talked about earlier today, if anybody interacts with this and gives us their phone and mobile number and message, then that interaction, that text is actually captured in the CRM, and then you can actually text with your customers and clients on your website for that. So that's always available.
Yeah, it moves immediately to text instead of somebody having to wait around on the website.
Exactly. So here's just an overview of what we had in place. Our vision and mission is to see every community experiencing God's goodness through the influence of kingdom-minded leaders. And our mission, how we do that, is to engage marketplace leaders to influence culture and society for the good of our companies. And so you have to have a healthy business to engage and to be a part of influencing that. And so that's our goal here with this particular monthly meeting and all the coaching and training and partners that we have, is to actually get you to that place of health and abundance and being able to steward what God's given you so that you can work together to influence the community and its common good. So these are the various folks that have attended. Each one of the partners and folks that have attended any of our meetings does have a free listing on our platform. And so you can look at that by clicking on the link here, and that goes actually to the Tim's platform, where we list and feature all of our partners, those that are engaged with us financially each month. And then everybody gets a free listing. And so that's not only on our hub inside his platform, that is just exclusively folks that are part of our community. But as you can see, those profiles are pushed out to those neighborhoods that Tim talks about. So once you're in his system, you can do that. And then I can also teach you and show you how to manage the tools and resources that you have available as a partner, as well as a guest to any of our meetings. And so that's how that works. Let me go back here. Those are the different elements of you can schedule a call. This pops up the calendar feature, and then you can schedule time to meet with us when we're available on Wednesdays primarily. And that's easy to do because that notifies us, and you can put an appointment in there when we meet at the offices down in Wilsonville. So that's how that works. All right, cool.